Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Entrepreneur Rescue Mission. So, we are entering, right, the busy time of the year, right? We've got summer happening in full swing. We've got, July fast approaching. We've got lots of things happening. And, this is a really good time of the year to take a look at your content creation strategy and the workflow that you have around content creation and make sure that you tighten up the screws a little bit. Make sure that we are being intentional with planning out our content because here's the thing, we do not want you guys every single week flying by the seat of your pants, trying to figure out what to post, and just struggling to get stuff out there or going dark and not showing up for weeks at a time, which really, again, makes you fall out of touch with your audience. So, today, I'm going to cover a couple step-by-step process or a step-by-step process, right? To kind of go over some of the things that you can do to revamp or update your content workflow. Now, I do this teaching all the time, right? I think that, when we think about our business, I like to kind of make things simple where we are able to. And one of the things that I like to kind of simplify is our business should really only be about 4 different workflows. And whenever I say workflow, that is kind of like a big old plan. It's kind of like the game plan to get certain things done. And so the 4 workflows that we primarily look at are, the reoccurring things that you do every day in your business. These could be checking your email, meeting with your team, meetings, all those different kinds of things, right? Those are reoccurring. So there's a workflow of kind of getting that done, almost like completing things on your dashboard. Now, the second workflow is projects, right? It's things that you must get done, but they're one time. So, for example, if you're going to update your website, that's a project, right? That's a one-time thing that you're going to focus on. So, you're going to have a workflow behind that, right? Steps that you take in order to get that project completed. The third one is going to be events, right? There's anything with a due date. This could be a launch. Maybe you're doing a workshop. It's got a key date where you're getting people to show up for it. Could be in person, could be virtual, could look like a couple different things. And then the fourth workflow, because it is such a beast and there's so much that goes into it, is going to be your content creation workflow. Okay. So, and just so you guys know, again, I'm going to kind of cover some of the, basics here. You can definitely dive in and go through a little bit deeper, but I just really want to give you this big old overview for your content workflow, so that you can apply it to your business in whatever way that you see fit. So, step by step. All right. So, first, where I want you to start is right now, and you can do this. Okay. If you guys are driving, please do not write anything down or whatever. I want you guys driving, stay focused. Just remember to save this episode. You can come back to it. But for those of you who are at home, or maybe you're getting ready or whatever it is that you're doing, grab a piece of paper and a pen, right? And to write some of these things down. So, number one is taking a high level look at your upcoming quarter. Okay, so look at the upcoming next 3 months. So right now, whenever I'm shooting this, right, we've got July coming up, we've got August, we've got September. So go ahead and write down, in fact, get 3 sheets of paper. So you're going to write the month at the top of each sheet. So it's going to be July, August, September. And you're going to think through a few different things, right? So think about what services or products that you want to focus on promoting, right? We don't want to focus on everything. So let's say for the month of July, you're going to focus on promoting this service. For the month of August, you're going to focus on this service. And then maybe for the month of, September, you're going to promote your new course. So get very intentional of what you're promoting. Now, if you guys don't have a product to promote, or that's not how your business works, then it could be a really big focus around a marketing objective you have. So let's say you want to get out a new lead magnet and collect and grow your email list, right? You want to get that thing really boosted. So write that down. So for the month of July, it could be to promote, XYZ lead magnet and grow your email list by, X amount of people. So make sure that you're super clear on what that is. Now, that will give you a targeted focus on, really honing on your content creation efforts. So number 2, what I want you to do now is actually write out the weeks, right? So week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. From there, what you can do is start to brainstorm and work backwards. So we typically like to do our launches. So if you guys are launching or offering kind of like a cart open, cart close type deal, We do like to do that usually at the last weekend of the month. If you guys have vacations planned or something else, then you can obviously move that around. But we typically do it the last weekend of the month. That gives us a nice little runway each month to be hyper focused on our content. So what this could look like is, let's say, okay, in fact, full transparency, right? We're actually getting ready to open the doors for our social media posting platform called BYOB Social at the end of July. However, we're going to be going on vacation, so we kind of had to make a little adjustment. So we're going to be doing the promotion for that the week of July 22nd. So July 22nd through, I believe, the 26th. I believe that's when cart open is going to be. In fact, I'm checking on that to make sure. Yes, 22nd to the 26th. And then we go away for vacation. So with that in mind, all the content, right, that's going to be at least 2 to 3 to 4 weeks leading up to that is going to be around leading people into that, right? It's building awareness. It's getting clear on the pain points, right? It's sharing all those things that people struggle with, like, right? So all my podcast episodes right now, you guys are like involved in it right now, are going to be around content creation, right? The struggles of content creation, the things that you need to implement in your business, the importance of pre-scheduling content, the importance of actually creating good content. So all these things are going to be topics that I'm going to be talking about now until the launch at the week July 22nd, right? Whenever we open the doors to BYB Social. So anyway, so again, peek behind the scenes and full transparency, that's what we're talking about. That's why I'm talking about content. So you can also think about that, right? Like, well, how can I make sure to address pain points, that your ideal clients have? Think about pain points as it pertains to what it is that you're going to offer. So again, content creation, how to schedule, what the workflow looks like, all those good things, right? Those are what we're focusing on. The other thing that you can do is you can brainstorm additional ideas by looking at other industry experts in your space, right? So if you know that you're going to be launching a specific thing, check out others, in your industry that are also doing something similar and maybe gain some ideas. Look at the pain points that they're leaning into and how they're helping their audience and, what are their audience really loving and engaging with? Okay. So that's a big thing to note. The other thing that you can do, not just looking at industry experts, but you can also use AI tools, such as ChatGPT. One that I love is perplexity.ai. Guys, it's so awesome. It allows you to actually type in a question into the chat. So for example, you can say, what are the top trends, or it could be top pain points that entrepreneurs are experiencing right now when it comes to content creation. And what Perplexity does is it actually pulls from all different sources, right? You can actually even choose where you want it to come from. It could come from the entire, interwebs, or you can focus on just Reddit or research papers or other things. And what it does is it pulls current information all together, puts it together in a nice little compact, organized structure, and then it cites it. So you know the sources of where this is coming from. So again, a really cool tool to come up with content topics. So what you can do there is on week 1, 2, 3, 4, you can actually write a big focus for that week. Okay. And I do love the idea of theming out your week. So for example, week 1, could be the struggles of, creating content consistently. And here's 3 tips on how to improve that. In fact, next week, stay tuned, right? I'm going to be doing a really awesome episode. Alex Hermosi, who is a huge, right, like content creator, internet marketer, all kinds of things, recently did a whole update on what he's changing about his own content creation. And it was really awesome. And there were so many things I took away from that. And so next week, I'm going to kind of share my feedback, my tips, and some of the great pieces of content we should be creating and, what people are doing wrong and what they can do instead to create really amazing content. So again, that's going to be the theme of next week's content. So go ahead and map out some of those ideas. You can also utilize ChatGPT, like I mentioned. You can actually tell it all about your program, service, or your launch, or if you're doing like a workshop, to promote or open cart. Basically, you can tell it the information and you can say, now I need content topics, leading up to, cart open where I'm going to be doing XYZ. And it can give you topics. And then again, you can ask it additional questions. Maybe, well, I need a video topic for Monday. I need a poll question for Wednesday. I need like an article topic for, Friday, or a quote topic, or whatever that might look like. So just a little tip there. Sorry, my camera is fogging up here. So anyway, so that's just a tip on how you can kind of, again, plan out your weeks, use AI. Let's work smarter, not harder, where again, it's kind of helping you by being the brainstorming tool, and then you're adding your own experience and your judges in there. Okay. So that's the next step. Now, the next step is to use a tool to organize your content. Okay. I love using Trello, which is a project management tool, to actually organize my graphics and my posts. We actually have many members who use a combination of Trello and BYOB Social, which is our scheduling platform, right? They use both. There's some people who just use BYOB Social, which is actually, if you could imagine a calendar where you can actually go in and pre-schedule all of your content. You can have the copy, you can have the images, and there's actually a way to add an approval process. So if you have a team working with you. So anyway, so whatever works for you, but you need a way to organize and pre-plan and pre-schedule all this content to really keep you organized, right? The big goal here, and really what I want you guys to shoot for right now and going forward, is let's get 4 to 8 weeks ahead with our content so that we can set it and we can forget it. Okay, so that's the big challenge. All right. So next is to set aside, right, is like step 4, I think, to set aside at least 1 or 2 days to batch create your content. So yes, we have step 1 is planning out your content, which again, using AI, guys, we can do that in a matter of seconds and minutes now. So now that you've planned out what you're gonna talk about, now you need to set aside time to actually batch create that content. So if you guys are just creating posts, go in there. You can go directly into BYB Social if you are using our social media scheduling platform, or you can, go into Trello and use Canva and maybe pre-schedule all your content, kind of organize it all for each week out there. In fact, using Trello, just to kind of paint the picture for you guys, the way that I build it out, because Trello is a project management tool that is Kanban. So it has lists, and then it has little cards, almost like a to-do list, right? Well, I build mine out for every single week for the entire year. And then that way I can go in and I can put notes in when I'm planning to launch. I can put my marketing focuses. I can really keep things in there so that it's not in my brain and not circulating and kind of giving me that decision fatigue. So again, whatever tool works for you is great. But once you get all that stuff planned, we got to create the content. So whether it be just general posts, getting all that kind of mapped out, right? The posts with the hashtags, any call to actions, and the images. Also video, right? So I do recommend, picking maybe 1 day a month where you batch create multiple videos. The reason why is you're in that mental space, right? You've got everything set up so that you are prepared to knock out those videos. You're in the mode. And again, you get to protect that time and just get it done, rather than, again, every single week having to jump on and like, it holds a lot of people back, where I'll say, did you do your video? And they're like, well, my makeup wasn't on. I didn't shower. I didn't want to. All right, well, let's actually set aside time to get all those knocked out. And then again, guys, within the matter of a Friday afternoon, after about an hour, you can have all that pre-done. And then all you got to do is go in and schedule it. So set aside the time to batch out and create. And then, of course, you want to set aside time to schedule that content. So if you're looking for a social media platform to schedule your content across, X, which is Twitter, LinkedIn, Google My Business, Pinterest, let's see what else I'm forgetting, Instagram, Facebook Business, right? If you want one that kind of schedules out to all, TikTok as well, video posts, regular posts. In fact, BYB Social has the ability to use AI built right in. It's got a creative writing assist. It also has templates for days, guys, where you can literally, without even leaving the platform, you can create images and all kinds of content ideas all within the platform in a matter of seconds. And you can, I'm not even kidding you, build out entire months worth of content. Let's say you didn't even do video. You can do it all within an hour. in the platform. So anyway, if you are interested, again, the doors don't open until the 22nd to the 26th. So mark your calendars, get ready. We are also doing a super special, guys. This is a paid, okay? We normally do free workshops, but this is something a little different that we're doing for the first time. We're going to be doing a paid masterclass, okay? It's a 90-minute planning out your content workflow. This is going to be on July 23rd. It's 1 o'clock to 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be $17. Okay. So you guys will be able to, again, join that masterclass. It's only $17, and we're going to go through step by step, and we're going to actually peel back the layers a little bit deeper. So you guys will literally be able to plug a step-by-step process into your business. You can work with a team or you can do it yourself. But anyway, stay tuned. So that is coming up on July 23rd. We will be able to share more information once we've got all the links and everything prepared. But definitely mark your calendars. Hope you guys can attend. And the goal is, right, we want to get at least 4 to 8 weeks ahead with our content. Have a great